Hi guys, right, I have the carburetors all painted. They were cleaned by a buddy of mine, Liam. He got them all sorted. They made a really nice job of them. So they were all masked off and painted yesterday. The usual crack: primer, 2 coats of black, a coat of orange, another coat of black, and then 2 coats of lacquer, all rubbed down to bring the orange through, same as I did with the last lot. I have the manifolds, as you can see, they're done in a similar style. Now, I've also cleaned them all at the bottom here, so you have a nice clean mating surface when it goes onto the head. The O-rings, there's O-rings there. These O-rings go in here along the bottom, and what they do is they seal the manifolds to the head to stop any air getting in. Jubilee clips, and they're all ready to go, so they'll all be fitted tomorrow. Carburetors are in, all sorted, ready to go. All I've got left to do now is, when I have the sidecar fitted, is to route through the cabling and get that sorted. Oh yeah, and there's a sort of a decorative piece to go on both sides here, but other than that, they've been rebuilt, repainted, refitted, all done. Other jobs have been done. The front forks, the front end, or the rear section of the forks are in. I'm waiting for a couple of bits and pieces, the caliper hanging mounts. So that's as far as I can go with that for now. I have fitted the top hose on the radiator. As you can see, that's it down there, brought up through the frame, brought up through here, and it's mounted to 2 brackets up here. Just for the look, basically. There's an overflow head then here, which will be coming off of here and down to an expansion bottle, which will be mounted here. You'll see more about that later. Back wheel is in. I'm very, very happy with it. Delighted. It fitted really well. Went in no issues whatsoever. Rear caliper is in. Brand new pads and all inside, and that's been completely rebuilt. So I have to say, no, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits, because that's the sort of a major thing. At least now I can see the end of the road now. I've actually raised it on blocks and leveled it off, so now I can continue working on the front end. Done this with the help of my little winch, which was given to me as a present there 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And I'll tell you something, if for those of you who are looking for something small, cheap and cheerful as a lift, you won't go beyond one of them. The things are brilliant. I use them all the time. But in the meantime, guys, we have a big movement forward now today. I'll have the engineering back later on today for the front end. So tomorrow I should be able to put the front end back on. So I'm absolutely thrilled to bits. I said I'd do a quick little video there of just to give you an idea of where we are in terms of the complete build so far. So as you can see now, the wheel is on, mud guards on, the whole lot is assembled. Now there are, as you can see, a couple of nuts and bolts missing here and there because I've put a box of them somewhere for safekeeping, and the usual, I can't bloody find them, but I will find them. They will turn up and we'll get all that sorted. So now, just giving you a quick look through as we go. The front end is almost assembled. I'm waiting for a few bits and pieces to come for the caliper mounting brackets. So that's the top slab now goes on here, and that's clamped into the top slab. So you'll see that there hopefully in 2 or 3 days time once all that's done. So there you go now, guys. That's just a quick walk around of the bike as we see it now. Right, I'm fitting the front end tonight. I'm getting as much as I can done. I'm not going to get it all done. There's quite a bit of work in reassembling all this, and there's spacers and stuff to be sorted out for when the wheel goes in. But for the front end, for the purposes of the front end, we've gotten everything else in. This bolt here must be changed. It's just in there for the purposes of holding the whole thing together. I've got a corresponding one on the other side. The same thing must happen there. I've got these. I found these springs in the shed. They're springs off of old shocks which were thrown away a long time ago, and I just gave them a coat of paint and put them on. They actually look quite nice there, and they'll go well with the monoshock as well. Again, I must change this bolt because again I don't have one with the proper bolt, so I've got to pick up a few bolts tomorrow in the suppliers. But it's coming together quite nicely. That front end, I think anyway, I think the front end looks really, really good. I've got the caliper hanger brackets here already done. They just need painting. So it's all coming together really nicely. Right, what I've just done there now is I've reassembled the suicide shifter. There's my clutch lever. I just drilled it out and countersunk it, just give it a small bit of detail. I've leather bound the handle, the grip up here, What I've done is I've used double-sided sticky tape underneath and wound the leather around that, and which holds it in place. And what I'll do afterwards then is I'll wax all this to waterproof it, keep the water out from the joints, so the leather will stay in place. And that's a brass cap from an old set of handlebars I had before. So that looks pretty good. Now that's going to be going over here. 1 second now, bear with me. That will be fitted in here, like so. 1 second now, be away back there. Issue is, I have another issue here now, is the shaft, or the top engine mounting bolt here was too short. It's obviously just for the bike. I need that engine mounting bolt extended by about 2 or 3 inches. So I'll make a new bolt, pick up some stuff at the suppliers tomorrow. Right, the front wheel is in position. It's not actually properly fitted yet because there's quite a bit to do to it yet. But as you can see, it's in there. It looks bloody good. I'm well impressed with it. The issues I have now are, I need to measure spacers to get the spacers to fit so that the caliper lines up dead center on the discs. I have them to be done on, as you can see on both sides. You can see the gaps here. That's actually not a difficult job to do. It can be just properly sorted. So that's to be done. The axle that needs to be threaded both sides because of the fact I didn't know exactly how long it was going to be when everything was done. I have to cut that and thread it, and what I do then is there'll be a nut on both sides, unlike the conventional ones where you only have a nut on one side. So that'll be fine. So that's that sorted for now. So I've got to measure all that up and get all that sorted and get ready for rebuild. Right. Next job I have to do is I have to make a torque arm. Now what that will consist of is, sorry for moving the camera around there now, but I'll just sort of line this up here just to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Right, you have a rose joint there. I'm going to thread this. This will be threaded into the rose joint. There will be another rose joint at the other end, and that will be bent in the middle. Now what it's going to do is, the rose joint will be going in here, another one will be going here, and it's designed to hold the caliper here in place, but still allow the caliper to move with the suspension up and down so the caliper doesn't lock up on the disc. So I have 2 of them to make. There's a fair bit of work on the 2 of them because it's not a straight line from one end to the other, and so the bar has to be heated and bent. So that's my job for today. We get all that done. I made the torque arms for the calipers. As you can see, they're there. You have a rose joint there. The bar is bent through the back here and mounted to another rose joint here. So the whole bar is free moving, as you can see there, which allows us to free move with the suspension going up and down. So all that's left for the front end now is the spacers and do a small bit of painting, rebuild the calipers and we're all sorted. And as you can see, the same thing done this side here. It's all sorted here, ready to go. So I'm delighted with that now. Okay, guys. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.